Gervonta Davis was born on November 7, 1994 and was raised in the Sandtown-Winchester community in West Baltimore, one of the most crime-ridden areas of the city. He attended Digital Harbor High School, a local magnet school, but dropped out to focus on his career. He later earned his secondary degree through a GED program. He is also known by his nickname, Tank, is an American professional boxer. He has held multiple world championships in 3 weight classes, from super featherweight to light welterweight, including the World Boxing Association, WBA, lightweight title since 2019. As of April 2024, he is ranked as the best active lightweight by BoxRec, second by ESPN, first by the Transnational Boxing Rankings Board, and second by the Ring magazine. Gervonta "Tank" Davis stands at 5 feet 5.5 inches tall, approximately 1.66 meters. About Gervonta Davis' personal life. On August 21, 2021, Davis was on board a Gulfstream 4 that suffered a nosewheel collapse and subsequently skidded off the runway at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. He and the 13 others on board sustained no injuries. On December 24, 2023, Davis converted to Islam and adopted the Muslim name Abdul Wahid. Gervonta Davis, the boxing superstar, has been making significant philanthropic contributions to his community in Baltimore. In a notable gesture, he has invested in renovating homes in his childhood block to create affordable housing and improve living conditions. This initiative is part of his broader efforts to give back to the neighborhood he grew up in, which has faced challenges such as poverty and crime. Davis's commitment to his community extends beyond this project. He has been involved in various charitable activities, including giving away turkeys during Thanksgiving, holding backpack giveaways for students before the school year starts, and supporting up-and-coming athletes. His actions have earned him recognition and appreciation from the city, including a key to the city and a parade in his honor. The impact of his philanthropy is multifaceted, contributing to a decrease in crime rates, an increase in property values, and improvements in residents' mental and physical health. Gervonta Davis continues to be a role model, using his platform to inspire others and make a positive difference in his community. About Gervonta Davis' professional career. Davis made his debut at the age of 18 on February 22, 2013, against Desi Williams, who had a professional record of 0 wins and 4 losses, all by stoppage. The fight took place at the D.C. Armory in Washington on the undercard of IBF Junior welterweight fight between Lamont Peterson and Kendall Holt. Davis won the bout via first-round knockout, KO. By August 2014, Davis had recorded 8 wins and no losses, with all wins coming inside the distance. Davis was taken the 6-round distance for the first time in October 2014 against veteran 28-year-old German Mraz, 47, 31, 1, 25 KOs. Davis knocked Mraz down in rounds 3 and 5, and went on to win a unanimous decision, UD, with all 3 judges scoring the bout 60-52. On November 15, 2016, ESPN announced that Davis would challenge for the IBF super featherweight title against undefeated Jose Pedraza, 22-0, 12 KOs, on January 14, 2017, at the Barclays Center in New York on Showtime. The fight would take place as an undercard fight to the super middleweight world title unification fight between James DeGale and Badou Jack. The IBF granted Pedraza an exemption to fight Davis, as he had a mandatory fight against Liam Walsh looming. Prior to the fight being announced, Mayweather Promotions matchmakers tried to make a deal for Davis to fight titleholder Jason Sosa. Davis defeated Pedraza in a 7th-round KO to win the IBF super featherweight title. On May 7, 2017, it was announced Davis would travel to London, England for his first title defense. The news came from Frank Warren, promoter of challenger Liam Walsh, 21-0, 14 KO, who was also ranked number 1 by the IBF. The fight was scheduled to take place on May 20, 2017, and billed as "Show Me the Money." At the official weigh-in on May 19, Davis made weight on his 3rd attempt. His first attempt, although he was naked, he weighed 2 ounces over. He was then given 2 hours to attempt to lose the extra weight, although he came back earlier thinking he had lost it. He eventually met the limit of 130 pounds on his 3rd attempt. Davis stopped Walsh in the 3rd round to retain his IBF title. On November 15, 2017, Leonard Ellerbe, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, announced that Davis would be making his in-ring return in the first quarter of 2018 alongside stablemate Badou Jack. He also revealed that Davis would fight a high-level opponent. According to Ellerbe, Davis would remain at super featherweight and likely challenge for a world title in 2018. On January 24, 2018, Showtime announced that Davis would next appear on television on the undercard of Broner vs. Vargas on April 21 at the Barclays Center in New York. A day later, Ellerbe stated a deal was close to being reached for Davis to fight former world champion and IBF No. 3 Billy Dibb, 43-4 with 24 knockouts, 2 NC, in what would be an IBF eliminator. A purse bid, which was due to take place on January 25, was postponed to February 6. On February 21, it was reported by ESPN that the fight would not happen. Instead, it was stated Davis's likely opponent would be former featherweight champion Jesus Cuellar, 28-2 with 21 knockouts. On March 5, the fight was finalized for the vacant WBA regular super featherweight title. Prior to the fight, Alberto Machado, the WBA super champion at the same weight class, was inexplicably downgraded to regular champion, and the Davis-Cuellar fight was upgraded to be for Machado's WBA super featherweight title. In November 2018, Davis announced that he would defend his WBA title in February 2019 against former three-weight world champion Abner Mares, 31-3-1, 15 KOs, in Southern California. The fight was first teased by Mayweather via social media in August 2018, with no mention of a date or venue. The fight would see Mares moving up from featherweight, having lost his last fight in June 2018 against Leo Santa Cruz. When the fight was announced, there was a lot of talk of Mares being thrown to the wolves and that he had no real chance against Davis. Mares hit back at critics, explaining it was his decision to move up in weight and test himself. On December 14, the fight was confirmed to take place on February 9, 2019, at the Pechanga Arena in San Diego on Showtime. A week later, the venue was changed to Dignity Health Sports Park, in Carson, California, formerly known as StubHub Center. On December 28, 2019, Davis moved up to the lightweight division for the first time and captured the vacant WBA regular lightweight title when he defeated former unified featherweight world champion Yuriorkis Gamboa by 12th round technical knockout. Gamboa was ranked number 2 by the WBA at lightweight at the time. This was the first occasion that Davis had fought past the 9th round. He had dropped Gamboa in the 2nd and 8th rounds, and built up a big lead on the judges' scorecards by the time that referee Jack Rice stopped the fight in the final round, with scores of 109-98 twice and 109-97 all in favor of the eventual winner. His dominance was reflected in the final CompuBox punch stats, with Davis landing 120 of 321 punches thrown, 37%, while Gamboa landed 78 of 617 thrown, 13%. Making his PPV debut on October 31, 2020, on Showtime, Davis moved back down to super featherweight and recaptured the WBA super title against the reigning 4-division world champion Leo Santa Cruz at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. The fight took place with more than 9,000 in attendance. In round 6, Davis caught Santa Cruz with a sharp left uppercut and the Mexican immediately fell to the canvas. The referee stopped the fight and Davis retained his lightweight title, while also winning Santa Cruz's WBA super featherweight title. At the time of the stoppage, Davis was leading on all 3 judges' scorecards by the identical margin, 48-47. Over the course of just under 6 rounds, Davis had been outlanded and outthrown by his opponent despite being the more accurate boxer. He landed 84 of 227 punches thrown, 37%, while Santa Cruz landed 97 of 390 thrown, 25%. His knockout of Santa Cruz was selected as the winner of the Ring Magazine Knockout of the Year award for 2020. In his second fight headlining a Showtime PPV, Davis moved up to the super lightweight division for the first time in his career to face undefeated WBA regular champion Mario Barrios on June 26, 2021, at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. On the night, Davis prevailed in a competitive fight, knocking his opponent down twice in the 8th round, and again in the 11th round en route to an 11th round technical knockout victory. Davis was leading on all 3 judges' scorecards, with scores of 97-91 and 96-92 twice, at the time of the stoppage. According to CompuBox punch stats, Davis landed 96 of 296 total punches, 32%, while Barrios connected on 93 of 394 total punches, 24%. Speaking in his post-fight interview with Jim Gray, he was satisfied with his first win in the super lightweight division. "I definitely could have made it easier, but I went up 2 weight classes and I got the job done." On October 6, 2021, Davis announced that he would be facing his mandatory challenger, undefeated former WBA interim lightweight champion Rolando Romero on December 5 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles on Showtime PPV. However, Romero was pulled from the bout due to sexual assault allegations made against him, and was subsequently replaced with Isaac Cruz. On the night, Davis went the 12-round distance for the first time in his career. In a very close fight, Davis won via unanimous decision, with the judges' scorecards reading 115 to 113, 115 to 113 and 116 to 112 in his favor. Nevertheless, Cruz was only the second fighter to go the distance with Davis, after German Mraz. In his post-fight interview, he explained that he had fought through an injury. "I hurt my left hand in probably the 6th round. It is what it is, that's what comes with the sport. I felt that later in the fight, Cruz, was breaking down, but I hurt my hand so I couldn't get him out of there." Additionally, Davis showed respect toward his opponent Cruz, saying, "A star was born tonight." When asked about the prospect of facing other top lightweights in the division, specifically undefeated champions George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney, as well as Ryan Garcia, Davis did not directly answer, although he opined, "All them guys is easy work. I'm the top dog." On February 24, 2023, it was announced that Davis would face Ryan Garcia on April 22 in Las Vegas, Nevada. The long-awaited bout would be a joint PPV event between Showtime and DAZN. Davis defeated Garcia by knockout in the 7th round after a body punch resulted in Garcia failing to beat the count. Davis had earlier knocked Garcia down with a heavy left punch in round 2 after Garcia had started the round in an aggressive manner. Davis was comfortably ahead on all three judges' scorecards with the scores 59 to 55, twice, and 58 to 56 ahead of the stoppage. On November 29, 2023, WBA Super Lightweight champion Devin Haney relinquished his title to move up to the Super Lightweight division to face WBC champion Regis Prograis. With Haney vacating his status as WBA Super Lightweight champion, Davis was elevated to primary WBA Lightweight champion. Davis is scheduled to defend his WBA lightweight title against Frank Martin on June 15, 2024 at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. About Gervonta Davis House. Gervonta Davis, the undefeated WBA lightweight champion, has been in the news for his real estate as well as legal issues. Here's a summary of the recent events. Davis was serving house arrest in a $3.4 million penthouse he purchased in South Baltimore and a Four Seasons hotel. However, he was taken into custody for violating the terms of his house arrest, which stemmed from a 2020 hit-and-run incident. The judge ordered Davis to serve the remainder of his sentence in jail after it was revealed that he was not serving his house arrest at the approved location. His attorney took responsibility for the mishap, stating that Davis was following his advice. Davis recently purchased the penthouse from local Baltimore developer Scott Plank. Additionally, he has been involved in community renovation efforts in West Baltimore, where he plans to acquire and renovate 9 properties. That's all we have for you today. Please go ahead and give us a like, share to your friends, leave a comment and do not forget to subscribe.